Be'ezras Hashem Yisbarach, we are starting our Kitzur Shulchan Aruch Yomi. I use the Maduras Nifal Shoyne Halachos. This is not a regular Kitzur Shulchan Aruch. This is split up by the day. Each day has a date on it. It goes through the entire year. And this Kitzur is special that it is not regular in order. It jumps around Simanim based on the time of year. I prefer that, so we're going to have to follow along using that one. However, the Simanim are marked on every page. So today is Chaf Beis Tamuz, and we're in the middle of Siman Kuf Samach Hey. Ois Yud Miyad Kishatinok Maskal Adaber Yelamdoi HaPasuk. As soon as a tinuk learns to speak, he should be taught the pasuk. Yelamdoi HaPasuk Torah Tivulanu Moshe Oirasha Kilos Yaakov. V'chein pasuk Shema Yisrael. Rak Yizar Ma'od She'atinok Naki B'Shashu Loimid Oisai. We have to make sure that the tinok is clean and has a clean body before we teach him these psukim, or while he's saying these psukim. V'chein Malamdei Ba'at Ma'at is a psukim. The father, assumingly, it means the father, but it does not say that. It just says he is taught a little at a time, is a psukim ad shegia b'koichiv lachas al beis sefer, until he is of the ability to go to school. But az yiskar lemelamed, and then a teacher should be hired to teach him. V'daktik libchar melamed shu yari shemayim. They should be careful to hire a teacher who is a yari shemayim. Leman yargil es hatinoik min ura v'yiras shemayim, in order that it should already become habitual to the tinok, to the child, already from a young age, in Yiras Shemayim. Mikra, when the child comes to learn psukim, noagim lahasva imay parshas vayikra, they first teach parshas vayikra, which some schools indeed do this. Shehi parshas karbanos, and why should we first teach them karbanos? From Rabbi saying Rafa yavu tahirim, and in parentheses he says dehainu tinaik shel beis rabbim. They're called tahirim. They are clean. They are untainted. The Yaskuba Tahirim, and they should be Isaac in Tahirim, which is referring to the Karbanos. Yud Aleph, Hamalamid Tzarich, L'Sheves Ulamid Satinoikais, Kol Hayim Uktzas Ben Halayla. The teacher should be sitting and teaching the children all day and a little bit of the night. Why? In order to be mechanic them to learn daytime and nighttime. They should never be disturbed. Chutz me'erev Shabbos ve'erev Yom Tov b'seif hayom, except for erev Shabbos and erev Yom Tov at the end of the day. Im nevatma satinokes afilu binyan beis hamikdash. But even to build the beis hamikdash, we do not stop their learning, and we do not cancel any classes for anything. Ois yud beis malamid tinokes shavaniachas tinokes v'yotze oishes malacha achares imahem. If the teacher goes out and he leaves them, or he is also doing a different job, or he's just slacking off in his teaching, this is included in the rule of Arur Oisei Meleches Hashem Remia. Cursed is he who does the Meleches Hashem. The Remia is dishonesty. And therefore they should only appoint a teacher who has Yiras Shamayim, like we said before. Mahir Likrai Ladaktik, and someone who's very careful in what he does. I have this underlined in mine. A teacher cannot be up at night more than he needs to be, so it should not affect his teaching abilities the next day. He should also not be fasting or withholding food and drink from himself, which is going to affect his energy, or to eat too much, because all these things cause that he's not going to be able to teach properly. Anyone who does a change, if he changes the way he does things, he has the bottom hand, they can remove him from his post. He shouldn't hit the Talmidim. A oyev is an enemy, which is unjustified hitting. Musar achzari, like I don't have a good taich for achzar, but it's hits that are more than necessary, that are harder than necessary. Loi b'shutam v'lei b'makol, not with these types of sticks. Elab or tzua katana, with a small rope strap. Light hitting should be done only. Ein malam b'nei b'Shabbos. We don't teach them on Shabbos davar chadash, a new thing. Mashaloi lamdu adayin. What's the problem with learning new things? Mishum Tayrach Shabbos. Learning new things is difficult, and on Shabbos we don't do extra tirchas, so we only teach them things they already learned. Avo masha karu pamachas. What they already learned even one time, shoinim oisay lahem b'Shabbos, we can repeat it on Shabbos. Sif Ice Tezvav. Katan Shematza Mitzia, a katan that finds something, a lost object. Umi Koshkinim Naslai Acher is a Davar Vatana, or somebody gives him something b'matana. It's his. Asr legoz levimenu, it is forbidden to steal from him. Ice Tez Zayin. Ein Moisum Tinek Yisrael Evik Yechavim, you cannot give over a child to a guy, Lalamdai Sefer, to teach him. Or even to teach him a craftsmanship. When we call Shekin to Asal Maisa Abikaris, for sure, it is forbidden to give him over to Abikaris Yisrael, de Garat Fei, which is even worse than a guy. The Ikil Mechash Doma Mimshach Ma'abasrei, because lest the child learn from the wicked ways of this Abikaris Yisrael and go in his ways, or even to a guy, maybe he's going to go after his ways. That is the end of Siman Kuf Samach Vav, and now we're starting Kuf Siman Kuf Samach. Sorry, that was the end of Siman Kuf Samach Hey, and then we're going to start Siman Kuf Samach Vav. Shalayla Nachesh, Le'oinen Ulechashef. What are these things? Ksiv, it says in the pasuk, Lo'yanachashu, the Lo'ya'inenu. These are forbidden types of superstitions, but we're going to touch them exactly momentarily. Kate said, Menachish. What is a menachish? Menachish is ha'omer. Somebody says, Hayil v'nafal piti mi pi, my bread fell out of my mouth. I nafal makli miyadi, or I dropped my stick. I b'ni karali me'acharai, or my son's calling me from behind. Or oiriv karali, I heard a raven call out to me. Tzvi hifsikani b'derek, or a deer is passed in front of my way. Nachash b'mini, or there's a snake on my right. Or shual mismaili, or a fox on my left. Loy elech b'derek hazeh. So I'm not going to go that way. Ki lo yatzliach, it's like a bad omen. V'chein elu sheshayim siftuf ha'ayif, or they hear the birds chirping, ba'imrim, yiyakach, or lo yiyakach, this is what's going to be, or this is what's not going to be, or toiv la'aseh davar zeh, v'ra la'aseh davar zeh, or this certain thing to do is good, and this is bad. V'chein mishra v'akshim menu mayis, or somebody asks him for money, v'aymer, and he says, oh, b'va'kash mimcha hanicheni, don't bother me now, why? After shachris, right now it's the morning, Shachrasi, v'loy aschel tchilasiyim b'piparin, and I don't want to start off my day in debt. All these things that a person might do, or he might say Shabbos, or he says, I can't, it's not a good time because it's much Shabbos. Or, I thought we were done with the list. We're not done with the list. Make sure we shecht that chicken because it was calling out in the evening. Oy tarnagolis, or check this female chicken, because it sounds like a male chicken. All these kind of things, hakol asar, all these things are forbidden. This is superstition, and this is forbidden. And if you do these things, over belav, he is over on the lav of loisanach hashuv loisanenu. Yesh imrim. There are those that say if he doesn't see the reason why, I'm just in the mood of shafting this chicken, I'm just not in the mood of going that way, and he doesn't say the reason why, there are those that say it's not a problem. Then it would be mutter. The minig is that if he doesn't see the reason why he's specifically doing that thing, it's fine. Thank you so much. We will see you tomorrow.